Let me start out by saying these so-called good people, they are not good. Go ahead, do us a favor, hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button. You're now in tune to the realest channel on YouTube in the world, not just YouTube. This is the best information outlet since the beginning of time. The left side of the brain channel, where you get the realest information, unwatered down information. All right, so these so-called good people, they are not good. What do I mean by that? You ever seen people and somebody may say, oh, this person is a sweetheart, or this person is so gentle, this person is so calm, this person wouldn't hurt an ant. You know what I figured out? Those people, they are also human prison bars. It's nothing good about them. Nothing good about them whatsoever, man. And I'm gonna tell you what they are once these motherfuckers pass me. Yeah, those motherfuckers. We're gonna have to just go ahead and start saying that. When you see people in public, man, these people are just ignorant. They dumb as fuck. They not shit, man. How can you say that? Motherfucker, it's 2020. I told y'all, when you look at a motherfucker, you should already know what time it is. I'm going back on the old way, man. This channel going back for real, like the first channel. It's for now on, it's just fire. I'm telling y'all, it ain't no more my voice gonna be, you gonna feel the rage for now on. It's fire from here on out. It's too much dumb shit. It's 2020, man. Every motherfucker you look at, you should have hate for them because they not shit. I'm telling y'all. Every motherfucker you see out here, and before they try to flag my channel, because I already know. I'm not telling y'all to do no violence or no physical violence because it's a spiritual war of us versus them. But you should know in your spiritual self, you should wish that they be destroyed so God will just pluck them off of this planet. Again, I'm not telling you to do no physical violence or physical harm to anybody. This is a spiritual war, us versus them. We hate these people. We hate them. Okay? Now, case in point, I'm gonna give you an example. I was at this restaurant today, right? And it was this Mediterranean restaurant. So as soon as I walk in the place, I look at this girl, right? She looked at me, and it's like our spirits noticed each other. All right? She was behind the counter, and it was some more workers in there. So I was looking around to see which one I could get to possibly make my food. Because I had already said to myself, I was like, I don't want this bitch to make my food. All right? So lo and behold, it turned bad. It turned bad. So she started, I was selecting what type of rice I wanted, right? And I was like, she said it's brown rice and they had white rice. I was like, I'll take the white rice. It was this what's that, basmati? It was that Mediterranean kind of rice. So I was like, I'll take the white rice. So anyway, she put the rice in there. Then I noticed, like, she noticed that I noticed her, that demon in her, it noticed I noticed her. But what she was doing, she was trying to adjust her attitude. Because you know that little fake, once you spot these people, what happens is that demon inside of them, and I know some of y'all can attest to this, that demon inside of them, it starts to try to readjust itself. Little fuckers walking past me. They ain't number little stupid demons. That's all they are. Fuckers, little stupid demons. But anyway, what happens is that demon inside of them, it starts to try to readjust itself. Because again, also they are at work. So they be trying to operate on that work mode, because really if they wasn't at work, they wouldn't speak to you anyway. So what it was, she started trying to readjust her attitude. But it's too late, bitch. I already spotted you by that time. So anyway, I proceed with, the order and everything. Because sometimes you get in them situations where you got to make the best of it. So I'm trying to find a reason why I should go through with the order, even though my inner self was like, nah, man, this ain't right. Because what I started to do, you know how they say the lesser of two evils? I was about to say, I'd rather this dude make my food. But then I realized that wouldn't work, because as soon as you do that, I realized that all of them are on the same team. So if I did that, and he was like one of them type of people we about to go into, but I was trying to do that lesser of the two evils type thing. So yeah, and I'm just out here by myself, just walking around. It feel good too. It's a nice, cool night. Got my jacket on, whatever. But yeah, so it was one of them lesser of two evil things. And anyway, I'd rather talk to y'all anyway, because fuck these people, man. I don't give a shit about them. But then I was like, nah, I better not do that, because if I say that, it's going to raise an antenna. And whatever is taking place between me and this girl is just going to spread from her, and it's going to bounce over to him. And because he's on her side, he's not going to be in allegiance with me. So 9 times out of 10, the negativity would rub off from the situation between me and her and jump over to him and me, because I already know these people. And then, you know what? I started thinking about these very lessons that I be speaking on this channel, because I'm telling y'all, sometimes this stuff even reminds me, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm not perfect. I fall victim to this stuff sometimes, and then I have to remind myself. I'll be like, remember left side, that video you said? My conscience, I be in a spiritual war just like the rest of y'all. That's how you know I'm real, because I'll tell you I slip up sometimes. I'm not no perfect person. But one thing about me, I always come back to my senses. All right? So, what was I saying? Yeah, so I realized that this motherfucker, this shit would just spread from him, from her, and me to him. Because these human prison bars, thank you, Spirit, they minds are together. It's not like you can use that lesser of two evil things, because in a situation like that, you couldn't use it because they in that environment together. So you can't look at her like he's a man, so he may understand. No, that motherfucker was a male, but he wasn't a man. A man is a person whose testosterone, remember what I said, is governed by logic. This kind of logic. He just got testosterone, but he's a wuss. He was one of them. So I don't even count people. I don't even count males who don't have this kind of information as men. They not men. You can only be a man if you are a united soul. Otherwise, you just a wuss. But anyway, I realized that wouldn't work, because him and her, him and she were on the same team. Their minds are linked together. So as the story goes, she put the rice in the bowl, and then I go down the line, and she was like, you can get 2 proteins. I was like, I'll take this chicken and this lamb. And she was like, that'll be an upcharge. I was like, okay, that's fine. And there was this black girl in there. See, she looked like a Hispanic girl or something. She had like green eyes. I don't know. She was white skin, green eyes. That don't have nothing to do with it. I'm just saying, like, it ain't about race. It's about the spirit. But anyway, And the black girl that was next to her, both of them, they both had that same mentality. So I was just seeing how it's going to play out. I was like, okay, because I was looking at the black girl and she was saying something to the whatever that girl was, and I saw that they were both stupid. Because you know how they be laughing, whatever stupid conversation they was having. And the black girl had this little stupid look on her face, and so did the other girl. And they just look dumb and shallow. Man, I hate these people got to even wake up in the morning, man. God damn, the more I speak about it. But anyway, so what led me to leave, I'll get to that part. All right. So after she put the proteins, the chicken and the lamb, it was time to add the other toppings. It was like this protein rice bowl thing. So it was time for her to add the other toppings. So I was like, you can put, so I pointed to something. I had pointed to like some diced cucumbers, but she put some of that diced up salsa stuff, like tomatoes, and you know that like when you go to the Mexican restaurant, they got the salsa and things like that. So she put that on top of it, other than the cucumbers that I pointed to. Then I was like, oh no, I was like, nah, not that. I don't want that. I was like, nah, I don't want that. Then she was like, oh, I can't read fingers. Some stupid shit like that she said. But the reason why she said that, because she didn't like me in the first place. Because when I first came in the door, when I looked at her in the eyes, I noticed my first intention was to say, I would rather that dude make my food than you. That was my first intention. But I knew, like, for all the reasons that I expressed, that wouldn't work anyway, okay? So I just went through with it. So after she said that I can't read fingers thing and all that little crap, that's when I was like, I said, you know what? I don't like your little attitude. I said, that's never mind, just forget it. I was like, I don't even like your little attitude. And then I walked out, and then I noticed them like talking amongst each other. You know how them demons, they communicate. And the little dude in there, he was a little wuss. You can tell he was a little soft, beta type of a male. Man, I hate these people, man. Like, he was a little wuss, you know what I mean? Like, so when I walked out, I was like, something told me, it was like, you should have went with your first reaction when you first looked at that girl. Because I remember I told myself, even in these videos before, I was like, when your conscience tell you something and you don't listen, and you go on with what your conscience told you not to do or beware of. My conscience didn't tell me not to do it, but it was like, beware. You already see this female and what she is. So after I left out, I was like, you know what? I should have went with that first instinct, because that first instinct, it will never lead you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because basically what I did by not going with that first instinct, it was like I just pressed play. When you feel something, your feelings, it's like, you know how they say a crystal ball and you can look into the future? When you see something and you can see the energy of what would take place if you went ahead and did what your conscience already warned you about, you basically just pressing play. Because this world is like we live inside of a VCR, like with a tape you put in. So basically everything is understood in the energy world. So when you feel the manifestation of something that can potentially happen, that feeling that you have is not lying to you. But us, because we have like desires and, you know, passions, and we want something so bad that we just gotta have it. And sometimes we say, you know what, I'm gonna just do it and see, maybe I'm wrong. But you're not wrong. And this goes for me, this goes for you. You're not wrong. It is what you felt. that first instinct. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video now, but it's all good. It is what you felt, that first instinct, that first feeling, that killer instinct. That's what you gotta go by, because, man, I feel like I'm surrounded by the presence of the Most High, man. When I get into these modes like this, even when I'm out here in the dark somewhere, it could be any kind of person lurking around, but I'm not even afraid, because what I'm talking about is protection in itself. I'm telling y'all, man, this type of information, when you, and I know I'm going from a lot of places, but it's all good. Like, this type of information, it's a protection in itself. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, when you feel these things, it's a foretelling prophecy. But when you don't listen to that voice, it's like you press play. You hit the play button. And sometimes I hit the play button because I'll be like, boy, there's a slight chance that it might not be what I feel. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes there is a 0.1% time. Sometimes if you say the certain words or whatever, you can kind of manipulate a situation to your advantage, but it's still going to have that underlying resonance of, it's going to turn into what you initially felt. You get what I'm saying? You can still manipulate it a little bit. You can still work sometimes. Even like sometimes when I deal with females, you can feel, even before you speak to that female, whether it's going to work or not. Okay, you can turn and not speak to her and keep going, or your lust, your body may want to engage with her more so than what your conscience told you about her. So sometimes what I'm saying is, you can use cold words and still talk to the female and get what you wanted out of her, but still it's going to end up not working out, because that initial feeling is the future reading of the event. And the only thing you did when you go through with it, you just press play. Now, I'm not saying that you are wrong if you use your words to manipulate a woman, because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, really, everything out here is about violence and manipulation, especially when you're dealing with the opposite sex. It's about manipulation. But what I'm telling you is, don't feel heartbroken when it don't work out. You should already know. It's best to just walk through and not even deal with it. But I know that sometimes you get weak. You get weak. But what I'm saying is, in certain situations, like even for myself, I'm being real. Like certain times, I may still go against my conscience, hoping that it don't be what I know it is going to be, but it never fails to be what I knew it was going to be. I'm being real. Like, left side is being real. I've been through these experiences. I don't practice this, but it's been times that even on jobs, working around people, it's not just women, it's even with men as well. You might be on a job and you might see a man and you know that he don't have that type of mentality like you, but you have to speak to him for survival purposes because you're working around him. You're in their environment. So my solution to that is keep it minimal. Keep the conversation minimal as possible. Be a minimalist when you're working around these people. And we're about to get into the meat of the topic for the video. But keep it minimal. Even if you're speaking to a woman and you already got the reading about her, just keep it minimal. Keep it minimal. Don't go into no deep topic discussion. Look at them for exactly what they is. Just like if you go into a McDonald's, you know it's not healthy to eat in a McDonald's, but it's like, sometimes I go to McDonald's, I might get a filet-o-fish sandwich or some fries, even though I know that stuff is not 100% healthy. But at the same time, Sometimes you are put into situations in this world where you have to make a decision based upon what is at your fingertips at the moment. You know, you can apply that to life itself. We didn't ask to be here. We just ended up here. So you got to deal with the human prison bar system as it exists before you. We didn't ask to be born into this world. That's why I'm preventing my DNA from replanting itself in this world, because I don't want to have any kids. You see? So I'm doing all that I can to prevent that from happening. So I don't want another little left side of the brain having to grow up and figure this stuff out, and to realize that this world is a prison, a human prison bar system. I'm telling y'all, man, it don't get no realer than this. Where have you heard somebody else talking this on YouTube? This is real as it gets right here. If you've been searching for truth in your life, you found it on this channel. I'm a vessel being used by the Most High. I'm just a normal dude, just chilling by myself, just being used as a vessel to tell you the truth, man. And I don't care about those other people. Only people I care about are the dedicated Jaguars. All them other people, we don't, like we teach, we not out here trying to save them. Fuck them. Fuck them. That's how I look at it. Like, when you see these people, fuck these women too, man. So what if she look good? Fuck her, man. Fuck her, man. Fuck all these people, man. Now I'm about to get into the topic. Today, we're talking about these so-called good people. See, they done woke up the old left side, man. They didn't got. I never went to sleep, but sometimes y'all can tell when that old passion be coming out. And this one of these type of videos. See, these so-called good people are not good. When you see people, and you know, it might be a little nerdy looking geeky person or a little petite little woman. Oh my God. As soon as I said that, look what I come across. That's a synchronicity. You might come across like, you know, any one of these females, they fit the role of human prison bar. All of these are just pathetic pieces of shit. All of these people right here. Why do I say that? Because each one of these people are motherfuckers that ain't shit. And these are the props that we using right now. So you may come across some people like this, right? Okay, this Asian woman, this Asian white woman, the Caucasian, and this black woman right here. But all of them, they are different races, but they are all in one race called the human prison bar race. This difference in race color is the illusion of difference to get you. Well, that's going into another subject, but let me stick with the topic. We'll talk about that another time. But these individuals, you might see them and say, oh, this is just a normal woman and a normal lady and a normal lady. No, they not normal. They not good just because they look like they don't harm an ant or anything like that. That's a part of the illusion. They are not good. I'm trying to tell you, these so-called good people are not good. You are only good when you know that you are in a human prison bar realm and you know what you have to do to escape the human prison bar realm, and you have the information like we have on this channel. And you just don't hear this information. I mean, when you hear this information and it confirms something that was always inside of you, and when you heard this, it connected with what you already knew on the inside of you, that's when you know that you are a chosen person. And I bet like probably only 1% of people who hear these videos will really connect with this information. All of these other motherfuckers, they can drop dead. I don't care. I really don't. And I'm not going to change. This is who I am. This is what I believe. And I've been feeling this way for the longest now. All my life. I knew something wasn't right. And thank God that he gave me the information. He gave me the 6 laws that governs the human prison bar realm. He gave me the terminology. He gave me what it was. The book, the information in the book. He gave me all of these insights so I can share it with you all. Okay? So these people, they are put in place to make you feel like you can be good without having the right knowledge. You get what I'm saying? Like they look like they good. Oh, that's just little Susie. That's just little Tommy. He wouldn't hurt anybody. But little Tommy and Susie, they don't got nothing inside of them. They demonic. They make straight A's. You know, they nice. They open the door for you. They do all of that. But those same people, they wouldn't do shit for you when it's time for the government to start passing out or injecting people with microchips. You think those little nice people, you so-called nice people, you think they're gonna be there fighting and resisting? No. You think where are they at now, right now, in this secret wars? What are they telling you to get you out of this thing? Not a damn thing. Yeah, they may be nice on a human level, but on a spiritual level, they not good. They human prison bars. They are part of the deception, the ring of deception. I might title the video that. That sounds good. They are part of the ring of deception to keep you second guessing everything. Because the human prison bar realm, it sprinkles a few good acting people. See, if everybody was just evil, you would know that you was in hell. So it had to sprinkle the little Tommies and the little Susies and the little Caitlins and, you know, the little Matthews and little Johnny, and he's just so good and he got straight A's. But sit down and talk to him. What kind of conscious information does he have? Zero. And guess what? You might even find a so-called good girl, but if she don't have this kind of information, guess what? You got the same thing. Good people are put in this world to make you fall asleep, to make you think that there is a ray of hope. There is a ray of hope. Because look at little Susie and little Caitlin. There's a ray of hope in the world. They not the ones causing the violence. Little do you know that they may not be causing the violence, but they are definitely a part of the manipulation. They manipulating you to believe that there is a ray of light in this world. There is no ray of light amongst human prison bars. So they may not be doing the implementation of the violence, but they are implementing the manipulation aspect of the thing. So the next time you out and you see even if it's a little old lady with a little shopping cart, she the same motherfucker, she manipulating. That's what it means to have that spirit inside of you. They don't have that spirit inside of them. So, look, y'all, it's no gray area in this thing. It's no gray area in this human prison bar realm. Either you with us or you against us. Either you with us or you are helping out the agenda that's against us. To keep us second guessing, to try to trick and deceive us. But we are not dumb. We are awake to what's taking place. And when we say awake, it's not that woke thing, because I hate that. Have y'all ever heard that little woke slogan? Them people ain't woke. That's why I don't use that kind of terminology on my channel. The woke ain't no fucking woke. They ain't talking about what we talking about. So how you fucking woke? Man, fuck out of here with that shit. Not woke. You woke, then ask people, they don't even know about this shit, man. That's why I like my channel, because it's underground. We not popular. We don't care about being popular. We not woke. We know what's taking place and what's going on. We united souls. So fuck out of here with that bullshit. You're not good because you make straight A's, because you a virgin. That don't make you good. You only good when you have the light of what's taking place in this human prison bar realm. It's simple as that. You don't know how to get out of this, if you don't know what this is, and if you don't know how to detect and to spot a HPB when you see one, you are not good. And I'm gonna leave it like that. So hope y'all got some out of this. Leave your comments below in the comment section. Support our channel. I got a Cash App. If you just want to leave a monetary gift to Left Side or to go to the channel, we got a Patreon. You know, if you want to support me like that, feel free. We got a Patreon, www.patreon.com. A Cash App. We got a new channel intro and outro. Got a book coming out. Y'all know how I'm doing. I'm out here grinding. We getting it in. I'm the spokesperson for the for the Jaguar community out here, man. Somebody got to do it, and I'm the one that was given this task. You know what I'm saying? So I got to carry through with this, because if I'm not saying this, you won't find it nowhere else on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no fancy channel. We just straight raw with it, man. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, subscribe. Hey, y'all, let me know about what day to do that live stream, when we're going to go into what is a Jaguar exactly. We're going to break it down piece by piece. So y'all let me know what day this week, so I can go ahead and do an advertisement video, because I want at least 200 people to be in the chat. And we're going to have a live Q&A. It's going to be like a real live stream where you can actually call in, not like the past few when I'm just out and about. I'll be, you know, at home. You can actually call in, a live Q&A session. So y'all let me know what day. Tell me what you think about this video. I love to hear what you got to say. I love to hear your comments. Talk amongst yourselves in the comment section. I even have dialogue with the people in the comment sections, because I think it's fun for us to exercise our wit with each other. Iron sharpens iron. Sometimes we may have little disagreements, but it's okay as long as we're not disagreeing on the core of what we believe. That's fine. Because sometimes even people, you may think like somebody may say something, well, Left Side, I see it this way. They don't be disagreeing with the core of what we believe. It's nothing wrong with expressing how you feel, or sometimes people may add or say, Left Side, I had an insight. What do you think about this? Check this out. We do it in a constructive criticism type of way. It's nothing wrong with it. I don't all out and take it personal, you know. So until we do it again, this Left Side of the Brain signing out.